magic. Okay, we have a Mitsubishi Montero 2001 XLS front wheel ball bearing stuck. So we have to push out of the front wheel hub. That's a 6-bolt. That's the axle coming through here. So basically this part was attached with the 4 bolts to the, what's it called, the differential axle. Anyway, so the front wheel turning thing. Anyway, so we pulled this out. It was really hard to do it because this was rusty and it was compressed to the front hub or whatever that called. Anyway, so my idea to show you how to resurface the ball bearing before you replace it completely. If you feel like your wheel sounds good and ball bearings start making noise and you don't have a replacement part, you don't have to pull this out from the main hub, whatever that called. You can just take it off of the axle and ball joints, bring it to your floor, get something sharp, not as crappy as this chisel, but something like that with a strong, sharp, tippy nose. And what you can do, you can gently pry this dust cup. This is basically the stainless dust cup. You just have to get outside of here, gently play around just to make sure you're not bend that as much, and better if you not to bend at all. So you can see, you can pull it out and let it free. So this way you can access to your rubber dust. That part, I mean this part actually sits on the inside diameter, so it's compressed to the inside diameter. This rubbery ring actually compressed to the outer diameter. So to pull this out, you have to work from inside out. Also, same thing, sharp edge. Try to reach around the, work out around the, go closer, around the diameter, the whole circle, like that. There we go. Go around gently again. You don't want to ruin this dust cup before you have your new replacement parts. But if you do this, you can survive another, depends on your weather. There you go. So this is the rubber seal. It has a few edges. I already, of course, try a different way to get in with drilling out. So if somebody see this hole, don't do that. This is my project to figure out how to do it right. So obviously I'm not gonna use this ball bearing anyway. So what I wanted to show you, that's what you're gonna see when you open this dust covers, you're gonna see this plastic ring inside. That's a separator, which is obviously broken on my ball bearing, which means the separator not supposed to be loose like this one I have right now. This separator has slots for each barrels, ball barrels, bearing barrels actually, and they actually has this specific shape like a barrel. So if you turn them sideways, up. If you turn them sideways, you'll see it. They looks like a barrel. You can see that? Can you? Right there. So it's not balls. That's the barrels. So, and to prevent them move around like this, what happened right now, see, I have a bunch of space right now in between because they kind of came together without the separator. That's what happened when my ball bearing get dry and lost the ability to lubricate. The separator usually, because it's plastic, get overheated and destroyed it, and then all your barrel bearings start kind of flying around and periodically just getting stuck and basically start kind of overheat the whole hub and everything. Of course this thing get melted as well. Anyway, that's something you don't have to take it apart. That's supposed to be in there if it's not broken yet. So at this point, if you be able to remove this dust seals, you have to use some kind of penetrating oil or something. Fill up this gap for this bearing as much as you can. Make sure you can move as much as you can, that clean up this area. Then drop that to your oil pan, clean it up as much as you can. Fill up again with your oil, and of course when you clean, remove all the dirt and dust from years of using it. See, right away as soon as you add some oil, it starts moving. Before that I couldn't even turn with the wheel on them. I don't have enough power to turn the wheel on a car by hand, except the car can move itself by engine. Anyway, so as soon as we clean that, you have to get your special bearing oil. For example, like this one. What you can do, you take this oil, gently take it on your finger and fill up your bearing as much as you can. Oh, forget this. So basically you're gonna have this separator in there. You clean that dirt from there and just slowly but surely try to work out, fill up the bearing with the new lubricant. Work out every time you fill up something, work out more. So this is the simple part. You want to make sure you've got the oil goes from the top row of those barrel bearings to the second row, because we have 2 rows of those bearings in the one hub. So you want to make sure your oil is reached that too. Even though if you're not, new oil way better than no oil. So that would work. Anyway, so next step is to put your the rubber seal and the metal seal. They supposed to put together in one time. So what happened, you have to put the rubber seal over the metal seal to make sure do not twist this rubbery edges like that. You want to make sure they all fit properly. If you need some kind of not too sharp, not very sharp, but something, you can pry that gently over it, and as soon as you're done, make sure they're all sitting in the right place, like that, like that. Almost there. You don't have to get crazy, but try to make it nice and snug. There you go. So basically, when you put that all together, they're supposed to be, the outer ring is supposed to slide over round inner ring. After that, you just carefully center it. Make sure you not lose the outer from inner before you press this in. So basically, if you have bigger plate, something like a metal plate, let me see, somewhere here. So, if you have some piece of metal or something, strong edge, just put it gently, make sure everything in the right place, and just make sure it's straight, and just gently tap it into the place where it's supposed to be. It doesn't need too much pressure, it just has to be flush. So, boom, 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 boom. Pretty much done. So you can see now the metal touch the rubber. Rubber works underneath, and basically that could survive another, I don't know, like 20,000. I hope so. Anyway, so basically, if you feel like this one has got kind of a little bit loose, you can press a little more down. Anyway, so that should be save your car from being stuck or wearing your tire a lot faster on a wheel where your ball bearing is stuck. Anyway, so that's the simple, I would say, cheapest way to fix that. And to get here, we spent a lot of time even to press this thing out. I barely make this out with a 20-ton oil, what's it called? Oil jack. What is that thing? Get that somewhere here. Anyway, so you can use the oil 20-ton oil jack to press this hub out and in. New one. You can see this new one's supposed to be shiny on this area, like that, like that. Oh, by the way, if you change this hub by yourself, Make sure put bunch of silicone oil, kind of a lubricant when you install it, to make sure next time you don't have to use 20-ton press to remove it. That's pretty much it. Enjoy it. Put thumbs up if you like it, or comment below. Bye.